Good morning. How are you? Today we were gonna talk about vocals. Okay, so firstly, I wait just a minute to try to make share my screen. Yes, that's it. Now you can see my screen now. Yes, okay, and that's and okay. So here today we have power vocab. Power vocab that's talk about that's the book name, and let's talk about basic word roots. Basic word roots. Okay, so basic word roots. Of course, you remember about the suffix and prefix. Okay, who's remember about it? Of course, that we are known. We know that the word that suffix and prefix. Prefix at the letters more than one letter. It's add to the beginning of the word. To at the beginning of the word. That's called the prefix. That's called prefix. To at the beginning of the word. But suffix that add to the word but at the end. Add to the word but at the end. So, for example, the word unhappiness. Unhappiness. Okay. So on here, un, it's our prefix. Why prefix? Because it's come at the beginning of the word. So it's called prefix. And happy is the root. Is the root. It's the word itself. Is the word itself. And ness, unhappiness. Ness. What about ness? Ness, that's called suffix. Why suffix? Why suffix? Because it comes at the end of the word. Okay, so again, at the beginning called prefix, at the end called suffix. Thank you. This is the most important part you have to know because what we have done after that it depends on suffix and prefix. Now, sorry, yes. Now, for example here, okay, or number one here, not all English words contain common word roots. It means now that not all English words, okay, the have the suffix and prefix. Not all of them, but most of them have prefix and suffix and the root itself. For example, here this word. Do you think that's really a word? Just one word? Yes, it's just one word. Okay, so now we try to make it syllables here. That anti this establishmentarianism. Anti this establishmentarianism. So here, as we said before, that anti and this that become at the beginning of the word that's called a prefix. A prefix. Where is here the root? Where is here the root? Establish. Mint, mint is not from the root, not from the root. So here, establish, that's root. Mint is suffix. Aryan suffix is suffix. So all of these also suffix. All of these prefix. Where's the root? establish. So here, anti-disestablishmentarianism, that's just one word, and these are a prefix and these are a suffix. Okay, but still, we didn't know what does mean this word. Let's discover together. Here we have anti-disestablishmentarianism. Okay, so number one, sorry. So number one, now try to find out, try to get the meaning, what does mean this word. So here we have the word anti, okay? Anti and this are both negative roots, okay? Are both negative roots. But of course, we get a rule in math. It says that negative plus negative equal positive. Negative plus negative equal positive. So here, and two negatives can cancel each other. Two negatives can cancel each other out and become positive. So here, anti this establishment, that's mean establishment. How, mister? How? Because I have a negative and negative, that's mean positive, so that's called establishment. But the first part, that's anti, what does mean anti? When I caught you, that I upload or I download an antivirus program on my laptop. So here, antivirus, that's mean against viruses, against virus. So here, anti plus this, anti is a negative, negative is against, and this also, when I say disconnected, this is also disconnected, what mean not connected. So it's a negative. So here, negative and negative, so it's positive. So here, establishment. Okay, now number two, we all know what establishment. What does mean establishment? It means organized, preset way of doing something. Preset way of doing something. Okay, so here the syllable Aryan. What does mean Aryan? Okay, now anti is the against, and this is also not. Okay, all of them negative and negative. Okay, so we negative and negative plus negative, that's positive. So try to get in establishment. Establishment, that's mean organized and preset way of doing something. So here the word Aryan, Aryan, it means a person. Mr. Aryan means a person. How is that? So here he think vegetarian, think vegetarian. Here the syllable Aryan, when add to the word vegetable, so it gets the person. It means the person who eat only vegetables, the person who eats only vegetables. So alien here has to mean the person itself. The person itself. Okay, now let's move into that syllable. It's ism. What's an ism? Ism, let's mean a belief. Ism means a belief. So here, try to get mean. Okay, so anti, it's the against, and this is means not, but negative and negative is positive. So here we have establishmentarianism. Establishmentarianism, yeah. So here, establishment, I think that is the, okay, that's organized here, organized. And Aryan, that's mean person, and ism, that's mean belief. I think this is the person who who believe in establishment. The person who believe in organized or be more neatly organized. Okay, that means establishmentarianism. The person who believe in organized. Okay, so here now, still as shown in example, knowledge of word root can get you very close to this meaning. Roots can you get very close to this meaning. But here, we can get the meaning without having to open a dictionary. We haven't without having to open the dictionary. So that's most important, or that's most purpose we get. Try to get the meaning, the meaning without opening your dictionary. So here, let's start. Okay. So, okay, here. Okay, that's the first prefix. It's called a prefix because it's come at the beginning of the word. So here, that mean without or not. Without or not. Okay, what does it mean, mister? When I say here, if you are apolitical, what does it mean apolitical? You are not a political person. Mister again. Okay, if you are amoral, that means you are not concerned with the morality or situation. So here, the letter a, when you add to another word, when you add to another word, when the letter a join to another word, they give you the opposite meaning. Give you the opposite meaning. Okay, that's a. So here, number two. Okay, again. Okay, here. Do you think is the word like the word apple? Apple. Do you think it's an a? It's a prefix? A? Of course not. Why? Because a from the root. A is a root of the word. But here, apolitical, amoral, it's not from the root because so you can separate between a and political. So here, political, that means the person who talks about the governmental case or something like that. So here, apolitical, that means not political. That means not true, not political. Amoral, not moral. Okay. So here, now that's instead of open your dictionary, no, you get out with this mean without and political that mean yes he talks about something in the country related to the government. So here yes, it's not government, yes, okay, so a political that mean not political without open your dictionary. Okay, number two, an, ana, and anti, all of them means against, all of them means against. Okay, so here when I say anaerobics exercise, the word aerobic itself, it means air. When you tell me I have an aerobic exercise in my gym, okay, or the gym, so that's mean aerobic, that mean do exercise in the open air. Aerobic, do exercise in an open air, in a big place, in a larger place. So here, anaerobics, that mean without air, no air. Anaerobic, no air. Okay. Also here, anagram. The word, the gram itself, that's mean organized. Gram, organized. Okay. When I tell you that's a diagram or something, diagram that means something organized. Something is drawn, but it's organized. But when you add the word anagram, that's that means scrambled. That means scrambled. What does mean scrambled? Against a usual order, not usual order. That means anagram. Number three here, anti-authority. Authority, that means governmental authority. You have authority, governmental. Anti-authority, you are against the government. You are opposed, don't agree with authority figures. That's called anti-authority. Okay, so next one. Auto, of course, all that means self, automatic. Why automatic? Why it's called automatic? Because it was by itself. Yes. And here, autobiography. Autobiography, what does it mean? It's biography that you write about yourself by yourself. Yeah, it means you write your biography, your life by yourself. It's autobiography. Okay, just the word auto. That's mean. What does it mean? Self. Self. Okay. Here, how did you automobile get the name? How the automobile get the name? Because the vehicle that moves by itself. Opposite what? Opposite horse-drawn cart, not horses. Okay. Okay. So here we have co and con. What does it mean? Co and con, that means with and together. With and together. So here co at the beginning means with together, co-authors, group of authors, co-workers, group of workers. Here, D. D that mean reduce or remove. D that mean reduce or remove. Okay, so here for example, dethrone a king. What does mean dethrone a king? The word dethrone that's mean a power, throne. But when I say the dethrone, that's mean remove throne from the king. So it's remove him from the throne and taking the power from him. So this instead of open your dictionary, no, try to get understand or try to guess throne that's power and D. Now we get in D that means remove or reduce. Okay, so that means not or remove or take the power from the king. Number two, when you debug your computer, so here you remove the bugs like viruses and glitches. So here the word D, that's mean remove or reduce. Okay, here we have almost finished. Okay, that's about the weak X, and that's mean out. X mean out. For example, here the exterior. Well, in exterior, it's outside. As the outer portion, it's out part. It's the out part. Okay, the exterior. When you enter me, my ex friend, my ex. What does mean my ex? Okay, that's out. It's not now, not still now. It's not my. It's out of my life. Again, my ex mean out of my life. Whatever, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, she doesn't or he doesn't still with me now. Doesn't still with me now. So here, exhale. Okay, the breathe out. It's opposite of inhale. Okay, sorry. Magna, that's mean great a large, great a large. So here, magnificent, that's mean wow, it's great suggests. Okay, to call something, great suggests. Okay, magnate is a great or powerful person. Magnate is he has a very big or a very extremely one of biggest companies in business. So magnate and magnificent, that means great. Okay, the word morph also this means shape. Morph this means change shape. Change shape. Okay, and the word morph here can also combine with other roots. Combined with other roots. Like here, meta metamorphosis occurs when caterpillar turns into butterfly. So here, morph, that's mean change shape. It changes shape from a small insect to small flyer. Now we have finished, okay, and this is exercise to try to match the left part 1 to 10 with A to J. Okay, try to get or try to match with the meaning. Okay, here, using your knowledge of words roots, match the word on the left with the word most similar meaning on the right. So here you have here the vocab, and these are the synonyms. This mean their meanings. Okay, try to match with the meanings. So now I finished. Thank you so much for your concentrating. I hope to make it clear for you doing this exercise. Thank you. Bye.